So, here we are again. Today, apparently I have ink in my fingers because, that's really nothing new for me. I'm going to do a skull and a raven. And yes, I penciled it in first. Oh, I'm sticking my fingers in ink now and paint. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the lines because I wanted to do this right. I wanted to do this nice. And I was having kind of a, I don't want to mess it up thing going on. So that's, excuse me. Wow, that makes a thick line. Mandy, this pen is making a thick line. We'll just have to draw faster, I guess. So, obviously, to give me some grounding, I want to put down some lines. Okay, that makes me feel better. And then when a person when you're drawing different things, some people are better at some things than others, and I'm better at not this. Okay, so with that said, we need some orbits. And I don't know why I'm shaking, but I did have a whole cup of coffee, so I'm just shaking today. And we are definitely going to color this, paint this in. There I have some shadowy. Okay, let's do that. See how this this work. So yeah, as I look out the window this morning, planning on going and doing a few things like grocery shopping and stuff like that. And there is like this big old huge snowstorm here in Minnesota. I realize, of course, it's just panning across the country. So yeah, this morning it's like, okay, it's all over here. And that's fine. Just gives me an excuse just to stay home. Don't go anywhere. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, except for a little bit of, I got to do a little bit of running. Not a lot. What do we got? 5 teeth. Okay, let's do this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, I'm not all that great with skulls, and I should practice more. But you know, I go to work, Yeah, I have a job. Sitting and drawing isn't something that I do like continually, which I can. But if this turns into a job as opposed to just something fun to do, then it's no longer any fun. So yeah, you need to figure out what you want for fun and what you want for a job. Well, I want my drawing to be for fun. Okay, we're gonna go a little like this, and there's a raven on top of this, skull, because they like to hang around. And actually, if you're dead, they're gonna eat you. That would be my dream, to be taken by a raven. I was like, okay, really? Sorry, no. Not gonna happen today, but you know, maybe someday. Okay, so I mean, the skull needs a little bit of a indent right there and some like there. Then we got these feathers. So I'm gonna tell you a story. One day I was walking when I worked in Virginia. When I worked in Virginia, I would go out for lunch and I would take a walk up and down the street because we worked at the end of a street, so it was a safe place to go down in the Hamptons. And the ravens or crows, whatever you want to call them, they're always watching. They're hanging up on the High Line wires watching. And there was like a few of them, and they never scared me. It was just kind of creepy though, because yes, I have seen The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. It's a thing. so I liked to eat Pop-Tarts at that time. And one day I looked up and these birds are just watching me like they usually do. It's like, you know, you're kind of creeping me out, all this watching that you do. And I looked up and I had some crumbles of, I had maybe this much in my hand of Pop-Tart, you know, in pieces. And I looked up at the raven or crow. I mean, if it was just a crow, it was a pretty big one. So anyway, I'm pretty sure it was just a black crow. And I looked up and I said, "Do you want this?" I looked straight at the crow, and it looked down at me, and I flipped my hand and let the treat fall on the street, because I decided, well, you know what? If you want it, come and get it. I'm good with that. I wasn't afraid of the bird, and I was wearing my safety glasses anyway, so it was good. And yeah, I took about 7 steps or so, and pretty soon I kind of slowed down and I turned my body just a little bit so I can see, and sure enough, flew down to the street and took my treat. And then I told some of my coworkers what happened, and they're like, "Oh my God, don't do that. They'll never leave you alone." And I'm like thinking to myself, I'm fine with that. I don't mind. I'll give treats to the birds anytime they want them, because they didn't scare me. I was perfectly okay with them. Anyway, that's my my encounter with the blackbirds, the ravens. So yeah, that was actually kind of fun. Let's see if we can get this beak in here without messing it up. Might have to turn my page a little bit. And this one happens to be making some noise. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to put any more ink on there because I want to watercolor it. And the one thing that I have to do in order to do the watercoloring of it, well, I didn't sign my name, so we'll just do that before I start watercoloring. We'll do that. I have a big splotch of ink. Perfect. Okay. We want that to dry just a little bit. And I got a good, I don't know what kind of, I don't know why I'm always getting ink all over my hands. I mean, it's like a thing. We're going to take some sepia. And I need this. It's kind of dark. We need some shadow in the eye socket and in the nose. Put a shadow in there and in this eye socket. And I can see that the ink obviously is not very dry, but it's running with the ink. And that's fine. I'm just gonna get some color in there. It's Noodler's ink, and I don't know why it's not we're gonna put some colors on there. And also I want some, this blue. And I don't know the name of it. Okay, sorry for reaching over. A little bit of dark. Not a lot. Okay. And Payne's Gray can go into that blue because we don't want our raven to be completely black. Okay, hold on a second.